If you have a cat and you have a door that looks like this, but you want it to look like this, today you'll learn how. And welcome back to Fix It with Sherman. I am Sherman. This is Millie. Maybe you have a cat. Actually, this is pretty rare. If you ever are at my house, this cat's hiding usually right behind me, which is the door that goes down to the basement. But as you can see, on the basement door, Kitty can't get through there. And what happens, especially if somebody lets Kitty down there, which of course she doesn't go down there right now, but she goes down there and then somebody shuts the door. Now the basement is turned into a pee zone. So the cat will be going to the bathroom down there. So instead of just cutting a hole in the door like so many people do so then the cat can get through, we're gonna do something a little bit better. And what better way to do something better than in the garage? And the way that we're gonna do it better here today, actually I bought this off of Amazon. They're not a sponsor, but Amazon, if you want a sponsor, go right ahead. Right there. But anyway, I found this on Amazon. It's called Perfect Portal. It wasn't that much, I think it was about 15 bucks. So instead of cutting just a hole in your door, this makes it look a little bit nicer. So look at this. Isn't that cute? It's actually a door. It opens and closes, which actually works out perfect for that basement door because sometimes we want that door closed because kids are down there, they're making noise. So if you want the door ever to be closed, you can close it. And if the cat is trapped down there, the cat can nudge it open and get out. So let's install this. The first thing we gotta do is take this door off the hinge because you can't cut a hole in the door with the door attached. You're gonna screw up the floor, you're gonna screw up the door, you're gonna get pissed off and start swearing. So what you need, hammer, punch! This is called a punch. You could use the screwdriver, whatever you wanna do, and just knock out the pins. See how that pin comes out? Bang, take these 3 pins out, this door comes out. Just catch it so it doesn't fall on the floor. All right, we have our piece cut out here. We cut out the paper, so now this is the spot. This is the template that we just held. We found out where the center of the door was too by measuring. And so now we have it in the exact space that we want. So now we're just gonna trace it out. So this is the tool we're gonna be using today. This is a jigsaw. This one happens to be wireless. Pro tip though, actually used right here. I started applying it right here. So there's a shoe that's on the bottom of this jigsaw, but you know, if you're cutting other things with it, especially like I cut metal with this before, there's little chunks of metal that are stuck in this plastic piece. To avoid scratching the door when we start cutting it, just put some painter tape. This is the most expensive tape I've ever made. So use the really expensive blue tape and just tape the bottom of the shoe, then you won't scratch the door. Time to start cutting. Now you have a really big damn hole in your door. So I have the door mocked up right now. It's not attached or anything. So what I'm gonna do, we have to put these screws in that screw into the door, but I'm not just gonna go and get the screwdriver to go, because what'll happen is it'll move, something will happen, it'll kick off, then you hit the drill with the door and then swear some more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pre-drill the holes for those screws. So what we're gonna do is just we're gonna mark in the holes where we're gonna drill a hole for those screws. So I'm just going to screw these in too. I would suggest doing the same thing. If you're going to do this, just screw these screws in by hand after you made those pilot holes because as you can see, this is the blank that we cut out. As you can see, this is really thin. If you used a drill and screwed this in, chances are you just strip it out. So this is a good way not to do that. So let's screw. There you go. That was pretty easy. All you need is a saw, some screws, a screwdriver, and a little guts of cutting your door, and you can do it. So let's go install the door back. Surprise the cat. See, she's already curious. Look at that. And there you go. That's how you make a cat door. And now you could cut a hole, but I mean, it doesn't look as good as that. So that looks a heck of a lot better than just cutting a hole through. Plus, if the cat ever gets trapped down in the basement, she can push the door open. You can decide to lock it if you want, but we're just gonna leave it open. So if she gets stuck down there, she can push it open. And if you want it closed, you can keep it closed. They won't be able to get down there. And you never know what is behind the cat door. It could be a cat or, oh, look at that, another pet. Sell it.